just one play. Walker on first down. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
On that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Murray. Down the field. He's got Wilson. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's 16 yards on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Walker now from the gun. And he gets him around 6 there. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Pressure coming. It's Murray. Here's a screen now for Walker. He stopped cold at the spot. We will keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Short pass brought in. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
Good offenses, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. It keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Back to throw, Murray. Buys time, rolling right. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Bombers.
Shotgun snap to Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
On third down, here's Nix. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Shotgun hands off to Marvy. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Ready? Captain. Go.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs from 37. It's Harvey straight ahead. That run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Next kick out wide, complete. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker. Well, he got crushed on that tackle, and now we can see he's in a good deal of pain out there. We'll need a timeout so he can get some assistance and get off this field. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. So 3rd down becomes much tougher for him as 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and a much more difficult 6. So the false start makes this a far tougher call now, 3rd and 6. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that's good for a Broncos first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Offense is set, 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is Harvey. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Nix from the gun. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And talk about a good game when they needed it. That's 13 on 2nd down. Now only a yard to go here on 3rd.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. That one's out and cut on the right side. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the 1st. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our second quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. Giving this to Harvey. And he takes this down close, up to the 3. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Staying on the ground here with Harvey. That second down run is only going to manage a yard.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Hey, motion. Olay.
On 3rd and 2, here's Nix. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
Almost set. Hey, Sean, let's go. Ready. Bombers. Huddle. Motion. Captain. Joe.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick by Lutz is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back.
At their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Sure. That's one.
From the gun, it's Murray. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Going on 1st down. Here's Murray. He put everything he's got behind it. This is caught inside the 15. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals now lead by 10. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cardinals drive their lead to 11. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Nix. Hits his running back. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
It's a third down give to Harvey. He dodged the tackle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Looking quickly here.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Broncos.
On first down, it's Nix. This is Sutton working the right side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34.
Ready. 180.
Throwing here, Nix. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say is that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, second and 10. Nix looking to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. The rookie from Ohio State takes it away. And the Cardinals get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, first and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Kyler throwing here. And in the hands of his running back, Walker. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. 14 yards. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Murray here on first down. The right side, caught by Wilson. And the hit arrived shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Hand off to Walker from the gun. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of the offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So it's going to be second and about 4 on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment. Offensive line, this is second and 4. Staying with Walker. He's still going at the 30. And he cuts it back right. It's an Arizona touchdown! The Cardinals boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards. But the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Calvin Austin on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He fires one deep down the left sideline. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times.
He's getting close, and they take him down. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
Defense's first sack of the game, Kate. We can now see some of the negatives, the trade-offs of his great running ability. When he tries to create, well, he can find himself going backwards, and in this case, for a really big loss.
Here he goes, third and long. And they set up the screen here. It's Harvey. Defense contains him. That's going to force fourth down as he's dropped for a loss. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. On fourth down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold.
Take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. First and 10 coming up. Operated from the gun. Here's Murray. Escapes the pocket. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Cardinal first down.
Out of the gun. Here's Murray. thrown right, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season. He got hit as he tried to throw, and normally those linemen are the ones making that hit to affect the pass, Brock. It is so nice to see one of the big boys on the other end of the impact play, getting the INT that time.
And couldn't you almost feel the thought bubbles coming off his helmet? Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. You don't get many chances to get an interception as a D lineman, and that ball seemed to be in the air forever for him, but he makes the play. His friends, his family are celebrating, and most importantly, his teammates right by him.
Score one for the big boys, baby. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Hits him on the out route. And he goes down a little short of the 40.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Now Nix on 3rd down. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Nix to throw again. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. And it's going to be 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
On the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Jump off caught by his back. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Ready. Onward, bomb. Away, away, away. Oh.
They'll throw again. Nix. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos jump some of the lead off before the half. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. He rolls to his right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, denies the first down.
He's going to push one deep down the right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Hey, Sean, let's go!
Second and very short, looking to pass. We've got a screen to the running back. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get in the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
All set to go now from the 35.
Bombers.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. It's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. This one misses the tight end. So 2nd down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Second down. Here's Nix again. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
16 more yards. That's another Broncos 1st down.
On the handoff, here's Harvey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Gets this down to the 13-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Move the chains! Gotta move this chain! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Hold my set. Ready.
Give up the middle to Harvey. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Nix from the gun. He's got it. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Some yardage lost and first down lost too with that grounding flag. This is 2nd and long. Nix, quick out run, complete. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal.
Bombers. Ready. Olay.
Throwing here, Nix. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
So the offense out there, the Broncos making the call to go for 2 here.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
The 2-point conversion. He's in the lead. Only a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. Get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, it's Murray. In the hands of his running back, Walker. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. He gets 16 yards on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Swim. Omaha.
They've got a man in motion. Now an inside give to Walker. This goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Ball at 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
so much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Kyler throwing here. Throw right side, hauled in by Harrison. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That one gains 7. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Hey, hold on.
They give up the gut to Walker. And with a nice game, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Cardinals have it with the lead. Just got to hang on for a little bit longer. Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Here's Murray. Dumped off to his running back. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Back to one of his favorite targets this drive, but incomplete. So that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Got all of it, and this is good. And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
On the return, here comes Austin. This makes it up to the 25.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. There's the fake. Here's Nix. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Broncos first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Deflated out to the left on that quick throw. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. Crosses the 35, still got more room. Nix slides in safely, doing so after he picked up that first down.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Nix looking to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Bombers.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Buda Baker picks it off. And the Cardinals take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And they're not going to stop him until he gets out to that 16-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for that defense. You pin him back. It's a terrible field position to run the ball, but they run it right down your throat and move the chains. That stings.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action now. Murray bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Come back.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, a target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on 3rd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Murray setting up to throw. It's caught by Harrison. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Sit. 2-2. 2-2.
Running is Walker. Has some daylight through the 40. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
What? 2-2.
Murray looking to throw. Here's a screen to Benson. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
2-2.
Now Walker. Now even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Cardinals leading by 6. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
Yeah. 2-2. Hot.
The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Here's Riley Patterson. A lot riding on this field goal try. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. Doesn't look like it has the leg, and it falls well short of the posts. And they fail to make this a 2-score ball game.
They tried for the field goal to really eliminate all shadow of a doubt, and instead, let's introduce some doubt into the picture and a little energy on the other side, Kate. It's not quite an automatic win still. They're going to have to get focused defensively and make sure they get a stop to clinch this.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Throwing the out route complete. And the hit arrived shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Captain.
He'll look to throw it. It's Sutton with back-to-back catches. And they get this down to the 28. It's 16 yards on that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Bombers.
Back to throw. Left side now, caught by Sutton. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
15 more yards. That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Captain. Olay.
Here he is to throw. And he catches it to tie this game in the final minute. So it's touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
Here's one, set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's first and 10. They're going play action. It's Murray. Into the hands of Harrison. And he gets out of bounds. Very quick start to the drive. They're already up to midfield. They get 23 on that one. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
23 yards. First down, Arizona.
Going on first down. Here's Murray. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Walker off his own read. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. With a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. First down run netted them nothing. Here is second and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
They call a timeout here. They've got the timeout, so with 5 seconds left, a kick could win this game. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. So everything comes down to this from Riley Patterson. This is from 35 out on the left hash. That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with.
At their own 35-yard line.
Hey, give me a D. Give me the E. Give me an A. Give me an M. And give me the ring. Give me the lock. Give me the rock. And give me the key. And it's only me. Wait till it. Wait till I. Wait till it. Give me a D. Give me a D.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Big shot, let's go! Ready? Ready? Away, away, away! Away, away, away! Kill, 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 kill!
One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Bronk, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you can come in, Kate, with this awe, mystique,